I'm going to be working on some photo stuff here before I actually start the stream. I built this custom scanning solution because nothing exists that I can find to do this. And so the way it goes is, so we've got these little these old Kodak ring things, and it's really hard to scan them because they go in a circle, obviously. So the negative is on there. I can actually show you what the negative looks like here. If we go like this, so there's photos on there. You won't be able to see them right now, but they're there. They're there, Deborah. So I created this, which is this custom thing where the little ring part fits on it, and then it just shows one photo through each bit. Problem is, I'm realizing that the scan has to be on the shiny side of the film, which is a different part of it. Some of these are really old, and I don't know how to clean old film. So unfortunately, this process is going to be a little janky to try and do on stream. Nobody's really going to be able to see what I'm doing. Anyways, it'll let me do 3 at a time, but 3 at a time really means I'm only doing one picture on each. But at least I'm doing 3 of them instead of 1 at a time. So I'll be able to do 3 for 1, so to speak. There was a special camera that was used to collect these photos. I've had some luck. Some of these are not going to ever be recoverable. This one got exposed. I've had some luck with this. So I'm trying to archive some old family photos that we've lost to time. So anyways, I put them in here, put them in the scanner, close the lid of the scanner, and then we hit the preview button here, and I'll show you on stream. Once that runs, we'll see here. I've also programmed a special script in Windows Power Automate that goes through and does all kinds of because they're all being scanned as these giant TIFF files, and it goes through and resizes them, and then it so here we go. So here's some photos. Now how do I get these to line up better? These are going to be a pain in the butt to scan. Let me bring this down. This is what it's looking like right now. So there's one of the photos. Say preview again. These are incredibly hard to capture. Okay. So what I'm not sure how to do here is if I select each of these? Can I select more than one? I can. Okay. So now if I select these, how do I then take these three all? Okay, so see, now it's not letting me do what I would think it would let me do. Here. I'm going to create a folder here called batch. Put these TIFF files in there. And then what I'm worried about is that it's not going to let me do any exposure stuff here. Some of the settings after, that you changed after preview will be initialized if you change the preview mode. Cannot find a document. So what I could do is push the edge of the film off to the side here so that it doesn't so only the film shows up. See, it's not going to be smart enough to know what the hell it is. So I don't know. I can't choose the correct film size. Let's turn that off. Preview it again. Whoa. Scanner just crapped out on me. Whoa. Come on, buddy. What's this? Of course, I'm trying to do something so nothing would work. That's probably good. You know, I'm just trying to use a computer how I would use it if I was just a regular person. So I shouldn't expect it to work. That's too much. That's too much. I'm asking too much. I have to give more for the computer to work. More of my time. It's great. So yeah, we're scanning these Kodak discs. These are old, from the 70s. Trying to. Here we go. Here's something. So they're super tiny. Good God. Good God. Good God. He must be stopped. So I didn't get all of them. All right, let's try this. Scoot it over just a tiny bit. Preview. So besides this thing that I'm just trying to... Come on. What's the problem? Hey, the cabinet and end panel should have gotten delivered. All right, I'll be right back. Let's just make sure it's in good shape. Well, it's a little damaged, but it's the best I've seen. I think we'll just go for it. There's a tiny chip on it, but it's going to be in the top left, and the molding should hide it. So we'll go with it. All right. Did the preview work? Please remove the document mat and or close the document cover. I have. Let's try it this way. I can't tell what I'm looking at if I do it this way, though. Fit right through. Now, let me shine some light on it with my phone. That's not going to work. I need them to be lit from behind so I can see. Oh, wait a second. Hold on now. This might work. There we go. Okay. Close it up. Scan. We're trying something weird here. Please remove the document mat and or close the document cover. What are they talking about? I have closed the cover. It is shut all the way. I can't shut it anymore. Please remove the document mat. What the hell are you talking about? What is this? A document for ants? Why does it do all this work and then stop? Let's try again. The document map has been removed. There is no document map here. So is something covering something? I don't see anything. It is saying error. Let's try turning it on and off again. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Please remove the document map and or close the document cover. Okay, so it doesn't like my trick. And I know now for a fact we do not want to touch well, this sucks. I'm going to have to rebuild these things in Cricut. Alright, so I can't scan these discs right now. But I will. Oh, yes. I will. That's a bummer. Okay, well, in the meantime, I bought some scissors. And I'm going to cut these pieces of film I can't reach out. Of this protective thing, which actually ends up being destructive because it makes it so you can't get the film out. And it's not a good kind of material to have film in because it's very abrasive and harsh. So we don't like that. We don't like that one bit. What happened to my glove? I've got my special film glove for touching these things. Here we go. I look like Mickey Mouse when I wear them. So, let's see here. Oh boy. Film. Now this is really weird film. I've never seen film like this before. So I don't even know what is on this thing. There's actually two pieces here. If I can get to them. Hang on. So this is going to be my streams now on. I'm more real life mixed in here with whatever I'm doing. Because I'm feeling a little stressed out and whatnot. And I want to keep working on the game stuff for sure. I'm not going to stop that. Okay, so what do we have here? It looks like a picture of my dad asleep with a baby and then another baby. And these could be me. I've never seen these photos. This is the fun thing about when I'm archiving this stuff, because I'm scanning these negatives, and many of these photos were never printed to begin with, or the prints were split up in the divorce. And so, yeah, there's another one of a baby. It looks like it could be me. I got to cut these things out to actually reach them. It's kind of crazy. Okay. So we're going to rip this film out. I've got new Denaldi, how's it going? I'm scanning some old family photos I've never seen before in their negatives. And some oh no. But I will be programming here in a second too. Okay, so I got those on backwards. All right, so we'll scan these. Let's go. We're going to see them together, guys. This is a first for me. I've never seen these photos. And they're on a weird type of film I've never seen before. There's only 3 of them. Okay, let's we'll switch over here so you can see. We're going to hit preview. Let's get the controller out of the way there. All right, let's see what we got. Got my Mickey Mouse gloves on for handling film. So this is a preview scan. This isn't the actual quality of the scan here. It's only spotted one of them. That's weird. Okay, that's definitely a baby. I don't know who. I think that's me. Okay, and then let's see. There's these other 2 here that didn't show up. So this is the thing that sucks when that. Yeah, that's definitely my dad. And that's. I think those are 2 of me. I'm gonna flip this one around. Let me put the glove back on. With these weird format like film, this auto detecting stuff just doesn't know what to do. It's like, I don't know. What do you want me to do? But the weird thing about this film in particular is the color of the film is strange. And I'm seeing the colors are not quite, this isn't all right, I'm going to hit preview again. The colors, even as they came through, didn't seem quite right. And that's the cool thing. I'll be able to clean this up here real quick. And then I'm actually going to get to programming. But I'm trying to do these scans. Once I get the negative like preview figured out and the color balance and everything like that, I do this really high res pass to a TIFF file. It's ginormous resolution, but I'm archiving, so I figure I might as well go as high as I can. So again, it's just not seeing the rest of them. So I think what I need to do is just do the one for now, take it out, and then hopefully it'll figure out what the other ones are on its own. So, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to try and clean up some things here. We're going to do some color, some exposure correction here. And the other thing that's cool about what I've been doing, you're going to see this probably freak out on us. Yeah. The cool thing about what I've been doing is going through and getting the highs and the lows and everything right. I'm able to expose the film in a way where it wasn't possible before. I don't know how else to put it. It's almost like HDR. sometimes I'm able to show more of what's in the photo than what was there before, which is like really interesting. So I try to get the white balance like as good as I can. Why is it not showing the preview? Usually there's a preview window somewhere of what it is I'm dropping for the white balance. So I think to start, that's probably the best we're going to get. There's something white in the background there. Yeah, this seems pretty close. At least that seems a little more human. I must be getting my first shots, or this is the first doctor's visit post birth or something. I don't know. I'm pretty old in here though. This isn't. If this is me, honestly, I can't tell. Seeing little baby pictures of yourself, it's really hard to tell. Sometimes right out of the womb, you look like somebody or something, and then like a week later, that just goes away. You ever notice that? You ever notice that? Okay. Let's try and get the mids. Here, let me get the mids figured out. We'll do the gray. And bring up. Sorry, guys. Trying to get some of these photos. I have to say I have not. I was only born one time. Wasn't really paying. Nice. That is a dad joke if I ever heard one. Oh, these are all, the balance is all wrong. This is getting worse. I'm making this worse. Okay, reset. Let's just do the white balance first. Even though it says gray balance intensity, so it isn't really the white balance. A lot of this I don't quite get. And then we're going to use the shadow as a mid. We're going to bring this up. Good Lord. Let's do auto again. There we go. And then we'll bring the exposure. That's pretty good. And then white balance. That's probably the best we're going to get. Okay. So then go back here and we say scan. And then this takes for a very long time. This is a new batch, so the prefix for this will be 1. I have this whole system going right now for this, wherein... Okay, so that's going to go... It's going to take like 15 minutes. It does this crazy thing where it goes through the negative and gets rid of all the hairs and everything by like... I don't know. It does all this crazy stuff, and then it looks exactly like a print. Okay. Now... While that's going, I'm so sorry I haven't been streaming that much. Like I said, I've been a little worse for wear. A little frazzled. Is that a word that goes with my state of being? Okay. So we're running the game here. And... Okay. So what I've been doing, trying to figure out what's going on with Godot and why the stepping is breaking. So when we don't need to do any of that, but when we run the game and we pick a guy and then we go to the actual part where we load the scene up, something breaks along the way. So we set a starting positions. Current scene is actors. So we can still step through right now, right? And then I keep stepping. Now we update the grid map. Now this is running on self. So this is after ready for stage grid map. So this is when we're loading in stage. So let's look at the code really quick for stage. Okay. So this is our scene for stage. And the first thing it does is it's going to hit this up, and it says stage grid map equals. That's for the game. Camera gimbal. There is some combat stuff going on here too. Stage grid map. So that comes from something that we added to the scene programmatically, to the scene tree, which is straight up just the grid map. So that comes from, okay. So then this is coming from new stage. So this is happening here at set stage. So if we hit a break here, we should get there next, and we didn't. Let's re-roll and try this again. So what I'm doing to fix this problem of the debugging breaking in VS Code, because I need VS Code. VS Code's my friend. We're buddies. You know, we go way back. Here we go. Okay. So we can keep stepping. We're still stepping. Still stepping. Actors. Okay, so that already happened. Now we add it to the scene tree. And then we have this update grid map. That's because ready fires then. Okay. Okay. So update grid map is going to run here. Then update cursor highlights, as a matter of fact. It's going to run automatically after that. So this is going to run. And it's just going to continuously add child. So this is probably where something is going wrong. So what we'll do is we'll add a pass statement here and a break. And we're going to run it again. And just see if this is where things break. Because if it is, then we know we got something to look at. All right. Good. Denali, have a good one. So we already update the grid map. Oh, that's because we're doing... Okay, so that's fine. Boom. Yeah, one question. Go for it. Just out of curiosity, what's the timeline for the game? I don't know. I don't know. I'm in a weird step here because things are going to start changing on the game pretty quickly. It's just that I haven't been able to stream lately, and I haven't been able to do any dev. I only, when I'm streaming, I do the dev. But what I'd like to do is get the combat going, like actually get some combat going. But the thing is like, we're now, I'm talking to my friend about like the actual design stuff, right? And it's like, I don't want to do any work on systems and things like that we're not going to end up using. So that's the kind of thing I'm trying to get some of him on stream to talk about design stuff. But I'm feeling, so I wouldn't describe it as burnout, but I want to work on something else as well as this, because I know that from a streaming standpoint, like to show some major progress, rather than the stuff that I've been working on. I'm showing the same like 3 screens over and over and over again. But it's all about to change. So what I'm going to do is start pivoting towards like visual changes, like actually making the game look like something. But timeline, I can't even tell you. Out of curiosity, why do you ask? Because like I definitely don't want people to burn out on this either. I get that. I have to swap projects frequently to keep momentum, but I also only rarely stream code because it's hard for most folks to follow. It's way easier when there's something to see. You're just curious. Yeah. I'm worried that, you know, I burn out. I get new viewers and I burn them out because I'm working on the same things, or it'll appear to be that. You know, and I'm only getting like 2 hour to 3 hour spurts on this thing. And then I'm dealing with this weird set of problems right now with like, I want to be using VS Code, but I can't. And I'm finding that I'm actually to a point right now where, okay, so it's definitely breaking in here somehow. So I'm going to step through every single step here to figure out what is going on. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Yeah. But I mean, I want to, I'm definitely having problems with the tool set. And it's making me want to ditch Godot, if I'm to be totally frank. Got some new lights installed in the old House of Rooney. Let's take a look at the scan. There it is. There's a baby me. Now we could open it up in photo editor here and see if we can color balance. This is a giant TIFF document, so who knows what it's doing to the stream. Let's check the stats. Stats so far on the stream are good. All right, let's go over to white balance, and choose the picker and that seems about right. Yeah, that's a cute little baby. Who's that little baby? It's me. Now this is frustrating. It's a good thing I'm testing this. So it wants to export as PNG. So this is not a raw photo editor. That's a lie, because I cannot save this back. Let's see what happens here if I do this. Okay, so we got the one photo done. Let's take that out. And then we'll scan it with the other ones. So we'll do scan, preview. Yeah, I've never seen these. That's my dad. He's looking a little haggard. Let's bring up the exposure a little bit. There we go. Probably don't need to white balance that. And same thing here. Just set the exposure. Do the mids. And it's lost itself. This happens sometimes. Okay, let's bring this down. Doesn't know what color anything is. What's blue? What's white? I don't know. Oh, we got to do this too. Forgot to do that. Oh, nice. What am I? I don't know. Here's a little baby. Should we try white balancing? This is when things go haywire. The little preview is not showing. Show output. Is that what we're talking about? No. Wonder where the preview went. Don't know. That actually looks pretty good. Okay. And then we will scan these two. But not this one. Actually, can we crop? Can I crop in this? Something weird happened with these photos. I see doing that seems to have messed up our settings, our choice. See what, like, this is the problem with such as the resolution that I'm choosing. Whenever I try to white balance anything, it's just like, I don't know, is this close enough? So I end up having to do this afterwards, because the dropper in this Canon or this Epson thing is just no joy. See, now if I go too low, if I go too much, it's already blown out. Ugh, man. Ah! That's good. Okay, got two good ones. And scan them. Normally this tweaking that I do doesn't take nearly this long. Oh wait. We want to go like this. See it happen again. Batch 2, start number 1, and continue. Okay. Onward and upward. We're going to figure this out. We know roughly where our problem lies. We're not going to save that. Let's go back to... Oh, by the way, Did Xfinity finish saving? It appears it has. The skin tones here are not right, but it could have just been the lighting in the room. No, I don't want to save my changes because I didn't make any. Okay, so the problem is on our update grid map somewhere, and it's likely update cursor positions. So let's find out here. But it definitely, the debugging thing seems to be a problem specifically when, now this is interesting because this actually, this runs twice, which is also weird. All right, this is all state machine stuff. We don't care about that. We don't need that. Current actor scene, we don't care about that. And then this is when we add child. This is when the ready fires. So then here's the ready firing. Goes to update the grid map. Goes through each cell. Does its thing. Now I guess let's just go through the whole process. Because if there's some sort of error, it's happening here. What I have discovered is that there is some sort of error that is not reported by Godot, but happens. And I can see it in here when it happens. If I step through the code one by one, it'll yell at me and tell me what the actual problem is. But I don't see this error when I'm running Godot traditionally, and I don't see it when I'm running here either, unless I'm stepping through and I actually find where it happens. When it happens, the bug of the stepping issue appears. So we're going to go speed through that. Okay. And then we're building out our heights. And we'll speed through that since we didn't get any errors. Now, updating cursor highlights. This is, okay. Here's what happens. So I bet if I tell it to break here, that we'll have the stepping issue. So let's find out. And I almost wonder if this is an issue of this happens because there's so many steps that the code has to go through. And like, it's some sort of issue with their server anyways. Okay, so we didn't hit, see, this is it. We didn't hit, oh, I set a break there. That's weird. Okay, let's try again. Sorry about that. But we're going to figure this out. We are going to figure this out. I swear. Yeah, so we don't hit it. And this happens here. So let's rerun it again. Hang on, we're close to this. Whatever this is. That's fine. This all works. And get use cells. Yeah, so this continues to work. We get here. It seems to also happen. Okay, so we're breaking on. Let's look at what update cursor highlights does. So this is the other thing is it's in. Now it's getting. Let's do a search. Okay, because we're going to step and this is going to bomb out. Oh, it didn't now. Okay. Hang on. I feel like I'm close. Okay, so it's definitely happening after here. So we're still okay. I'm just going to hold this button down until this dang thing crashes. Because it's going to do it at some point. It's something in here is happening that's causing this crash. I mean, okay, so we know where it is, and this is something I've been wanting to rewrite anyways, so maybe I should. It's just, I wish I could pinpoint what is really causing this problem to occur so that I could always use VS Code, because I tell you, man, without it, let's see. Those 2 scans appear to be done. Yep. Look at those lamb chops. Now that could be Lana, my sister. This is kind of girlish, right? Hard to tell. But this is feeling 70s. So this is probably Lana. So give me a second here. We're going to white balance this one because it's a little off. That's probably more right. That looks more like a baby. Why not? Save with the affinity layers. I don't know what that means, but sure. That's a blurry picture. It's in focus over here. Man, this is before autofocus, these photos too. You had to rack focus. All right, keep going. So what seems to cause this error, the only thing I've caught that actually causes this error is when you try to do something to a null value, which is weird because the code runs fine in Godot. It doesn't complain. But if you step through it in an external editor, when you hit that point, it will say, hey, that's a null. What are you doing? But Godot will not complain about it. The same code will fire. Oh, see, it just died. So I bet it's something here about surface index. Are we checking to see if surface index exists anywhere? Force surface index. Okay, so that's how we're getting it. So cell mesh. Cell mesh. That sounds like some Stargate thing. Cell mesh. Okay. Cell mesh. Mesh. Okay, so let's see what get mesh does. This is for mesh. Let's go over to Godot docs and figure this out. It's a return value issue. Even without it telling me, I'm going to figure it out. You're going to tell me what's going on here. I swear. All right, let's go back over. Why are we on all pages right now? Tell me that. Tell me why. All right, mesh, get mesh item. Get item mesh, which is not here. Mesh equals mesh library get. What is mesh library? Mesh library. One instance of mesh library. Well, that's weird. Get mesh, get item mesh. Is this from grid map? Mesh library. Okay, so it's a mesh library. Get item mesh returns an items mesh. So let's do an if here, just to be safe. If this exists. Then we do this big ol' for loop. It'd be cool is if you could do an if for. Because oftentimes you do need to do an if statement before you run a for. So it'd be nice to have the it in one line. Anyways, okay, so let's see if this fixes the problem. We're gonna do a update grid map here. We'll do a pass on this and breakpoint there. Run it again and see if my gut is right. Well, that's okay. Hang on a second. Cell mesh. So this is okay. This is actually not even affect. That is a cell ID. Okay, so maybe the cell mesh is missing. I swear that's from Stargate. What is it? What is it? It's cellmech. Cellmech. That's like a Tok'ra person. If you don't watch Stargate, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. All right. Pass. Negative. Damn it. Let's say does not equal. Cell ID is coming from what? Get cell item. Ugh. All right, I'm confident. Okay, is something in here is doing something that doesn't exist. It's got to be what it is. So how about we just do if cell ID and cell ID does not equal -1. Okay, so something is now broken because our highlights are straight gone. But let's continue on. Okay, we're fine. We didn't break. So let's hit the breakpoint here. And that's it. Look at that. We're still able to go. Okay, so there's something about this. I don't care if this changes my entire dev process. Every single new piece of code, I'm going to step through the entire process to make sure the debugger doesn't break. Because I need it. I need it so bad. And I want it. I want it. All right. So it's the cell ID. It isn't the mesh. The mesh doesn't exist because the mesh uses the cell ID to get it. So something with the cell ID. Okay, so let's investigate further. We're getting there. Oh, we're so close. I can finally do all of my breaks. My lovely breaks. I've missed you, my sweet friends. Cell ID, we're using what? Get cell item. So let's look that up. It's from a grid map, right? Not from a mesh library. Get cell item. Int. Invalid cell item is -1. So instead we could say if cell ID does not equal invalid cell item. Okay. Let's see if this works. Let's give it a shot. See what goes on. I love you. Always have. Okay. And we're still pooped. All right. Here's another thing. Let's just print out each cell ID we get through. And we'll just investigate what we have. Since we're still pooping, we can at least see what the numbers are. Maybe one of them is going to be like, oh, I'm null. So these are all clear. Clear it out. And then put a character down and run it again. Now view debug console. Output. I love you. Always have. What is going on? Pass. Okay, clear that out. They're all 0. Which that doesn't seem right. Oh, no, because that's from the, yeah, that makes sense. It would be the first entry. There's only one. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we still poop. So maybe it's not that. Mm-hmm. Maniac on the floor, dancing like he's never danced before. He's a maniac. Gonna get another scan going here real quick. Whilst we work. He's a maniac on the floor. Dancing like he's never danced before. All right. We need scissors again. I have to do all this weird stuff to get these darn photos out. They're stuck in this protective thing, but I can't get them out without using like tweezers or something, and I don't want to damage them, so I have to cut them out. Let's see. There's some. I have these pair of photo gloves, but I only got one right now. I don't know where the other one is. So it's making it even more challenging. Come on, buddy. Come on out. See, I don't want to scrape them, because I have to like press down really hard to get them out. And I know that's just going to scrape the film. So... whoever did the lab work on these photos cropped them wrong. So one of these photos is going to be missing portion. Missing a bit of itself. Let's go over here, hit preview. We'll see what that ends up being. This isn't bad. I'll be able to program and get this done. You guys will have to suffer through me scanning some old family photos a little bit, but I'll be able to feel like I can do that and not feel like I'm letting down my mom. I promised I'd do these things. And we can work on these really annoying, boring bugs that I've been delaying handling. Yeah. So it's a win-win for everybody, isn't it? So okay, so it's a cell ID. It's not the cell. For height and range. New cell ID. Get cell item. New cell ID is greater than -1. So we got the same thing here where we're getting cell item. Can just do this. Cell ID equals new cell ID. Oh, so here we're changing it. Oh, if the height. Update cursor highlights. For each height. Okay, hang on a second. We're doing this twice. And we don't need to. Let's presume this is going to be an integer. Let's see if if the game still works. I don't think we even need to do what I was doing there. Correct. Okay, so we're fine there. And we're going to select... Oh, we didn't select a character. Oops. Nope. It still craps out on us. The game still runs, though, if we hit that button that doesn't show the right stuff. We hit this, but we've hit some sort of break again. So... You know, I have some other thoughts too. I have ideas. I have some other thoughts here as well. Close this out. He's a maniac on the floor. What is all this? I should just rewrite this. At least, because this isn't my code, and some of it, I think, is a little, fudge it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a webcam. We're gonna. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm going to. Well, let's see what we scanned. Let's see what we scanned before I go running off like a lunatic. Let's see. Let's go to the scanner. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, so these are like graduation photos. Oh, there's me. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is crazy. This is look at my surfer hair there. Oh my gosh. I was getting a lot of sun, and so I just look like a surfer. Brah. Let's do some highlights here. And then we'll do some mids here. And something like that. Probably more. Is that Arial? No. Let's bring the highs up a little bit. That's probably pretty good. It's really hard with these little previews to tell what's going on. That's probably good. But you know what? I gotta redo all this. Okay, hang on a second. Really quick. So this is my 8th grade graduation. This would have been in 95 or 96? 95. And then this is must be my sister's something. This is a crappy backyard we used to have. These are my dogs. They're both passed away now. Yeah, this was a rental. And the backyard would constantly flood, and the owner never did anything about it. Though I don't know if he knew. I don't know if my mom let him know. This is funny. This is a cousin of a friend of mine. Whew. So there's me. You can see some damage on the film here on these two spots here. There's me again. Let's get the highlights. You know what? That's actually pretty good. Okay. Yeah. Sunset. Looks pretty good. So this is the same time of day, so it's the exact same moment in time. So we should look roughly the same. Do that for the mids. I look a little bit like the guy who played what's his name in Back to the Future, George McFly, but with surfer hair. Okay, there we go. And then for this is blown out. So this is the original photo is blown out. This is the magic of this stuff. I can come in and kind of fix washed out photos. Clearly the flash went off, and then it was exposing a bit based on that person's hair. And now if I go in white balance, this is when everything gets a little hairy. So we're going to try. And my dropper is not showing the dang preview window. Where is it? I don't know where it went. Normally I can see the pixels that I'm highlighting here. Let's do it in the gray zone. No. Might have to do this afterwards. So, fun fact, the graduations were extremely strict because my sister's graduating class, my older sister, her graduating class had the most rambunctious graduation ever. It was insane. It was in the 80s, and there was sex dolls and blow up. There was multiple blow up sex dolls, and like all of this stuff in this crowd, and they like you could tell the faculty was like losing their mind. And so we can't celebrate graduating, right? It has to be this really somber event like a funeral, because that's what graduating's about. It's about being really somber and sad. And so they like they threatened to, it didn't even make any sense. They would threaten to expel you or like somehow invalidate your diploma if you misbehaved. And so that's the story. Oh, did I hit preview? I did. Oh, I got to do this all over again. We're going to do this quick. God darn it. God darn. All right, let's run through here. I got to check these boxes real here. Do these ones real quick. But yeah, it was a crazy graduation. It was insane. These are my pups. Their names were Doogie, for Doogie Bowser, MD, and Joey. Joey, get on ya. There we go. Look at that. That's see, when you got two different exposures of white, you can suddenly have beautiful color balancing through this thing. Otherwise, it looks like crud. This is actually pretty good. Again, though, the exposure is just a little high, so we're just going to bring it down. That's good. Yeah, we'll just leave that. Bring the exposure down. That's good. Yeah. And then this one is a bit too much. And then we'll try and white balance. And this is where it all goes crazy. And this is midday sun, harsh sunlight. Okay, now we're done. Now let's scan and let's get back to work. Okay. Prefix 3. Starting number 1, go. Continue. All right, so that's scanning. Back to what I was doing. Yeah, her graduation was really cool. I think they even had a boombox and everything. And like the people giving man, I wish I could find a tape of that. It was insane. Okay, so this is iterating through every height. New cell, cell ID, cell orientation, cursor height, max height. I don't quite understand why this is doing what it's doing. But that's okay. All right. Oh yeah, I was gonna go get a webcam. I'll be right back. you leaving me? Guys, calm down. Calm down. One at a time. One at a time. So we're going to hook up this webcam thingy in between our monitors here. Like this. And hopefully this will allow us to show. Maybe I could put it on the camera pointing down like this. Nah, that's not going to work. What I'm hoping to be able to do here is show the desk. It does have a tripod screw. This isn't bad. Like this. Okay. So we'll hang it down like that. Let me plug this in and we'll try to get this on the... Try and get this on the stream. Now, is there... Hang on a second. Let me go over here. And perhaps we can plug it in like this. There we go. And let's go up here. Hey. Hello, babe. Video capture device. We're going to call this desk cam. Click OK. There it is. There we are. There's me. Ooh, my shirt's not tucked in. Oh my. Hey guys. You like the view? Oh, you guys can't see what I see. Oh, well, I'm just tucking in my pants. Actually. There we go. There we go. All right, so there's desk cam. And is that as big as it is? Now, come on now. HD webcam, something, something, something. Resolution, custom. Can we go 1080p? We can! Ooh, is it... Seems okay. Highest FPS. Okay, we're okay. And what happens if we hit okay on that? Okay, now we've got this. Okay. So now, how do I... If I'm looking down, I'm looking at dark ocean bells. How do we... How do we do this? Okay, well, my desk is a mess. So get used to that. Look at this. I've got SSD, I got Windex, I got everything. Hey, got your Windex, your SSDs. Now, can I... No, I can't go like that. I can go like this. What if we go... So now, okay, so now it's too taut. The cord is too taut. What if we hang it? Oh, this might work. Hang on. Hold on now. There we go. Looking good. Okay. Deborah, just keep the camera like that, Deborah. Ooh, that's looking good. There we go. Now I got to clean this desk. But yeah, now I'll be able to, okay, now I'll be able to, because what I wanted to do was work on some design stuff. And I find that I don't like to use real stuff. Reset transform. There we go. My God, this is... Okay, first of all, hang on. Now I got to... Well, I don't need to show it this way. I got these super cool PlayStation coasters. Here's Destruction Derby. And then we got... so that's Gran Turismo. I got Wipeout and Parappa the Rappa somewhere. Anyways. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, so I want to be able to write on this desk. So that means I have to clean the desk. So we'll do that roughly. This is actually kind of why I haven't been streaming. Is because I'm getting to a point, I've been saying this, but I am to a point in the game where it's not like I don't know what to do. It's that I don't know what to do. What I mean to say is that I need to start designing stuff that does not involve me sitting here programming necessarily. For instance, I don't want to copy the Final Fantasy Tactics interface directly, right? But you know, why try and reinvent the wheel? Somebody might say. Well, I agree with the thinking. I think in this case, it's not a wheel. Also, I just don't like that phrase because the wheel was reinvented many times. Otherwise, we'd still have wooden wheels. We wouldn't like that, I don't think. So the constant reinvention of the wheel is probably a good thing. So just as an idiom, it doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Okay. Sorry, I'm clearing off the desk as we speak. I got this old Apple mouse pad. Let's get this cleared off here. Get this out of the way. But anyways, yeah, so I want to start designing some things here, and I don't quite know. Like, I don't have the skills to use to do something like in a designer program that does some sort of thing. Am I making any sense? But like getting some sort of like vector, some sort of vector program and going, oh, okay, now I'm gonna adjust these lines here and do this and do that. I can't do that. So this will be nice because monitor and camera. Let's turn off advanced scene switcher for now. And let's get rid of this one. And let's duplicate monitor and camera to be monitor. So desk, cam, and camera. Okay, and then we're going to duplicate. So desk, cam, and camera is going to get rid of monitor. We're going to remove this. And, ooh, behind the scenes, you're seeing one of my tricks. And we're going to add video capture device. desk cam, and we're going to say custom resolution is going to be maxed out at 1080. FPS is, oh, we don't want USPO, we want HD webcam. 1080 match output. Supposedly at 30. Yeah, it seems pretty close. Colors are off. Video format, color space, color range, buffering. We could buffer if that helps with smoothness. I'm going to auto detect that. Hardware decoding. Configure video. Here we go. So the video is looking blue. And it will not let me adjust hue. That's great. Zoom? Oh. Don't mind if I do. Is this an integer? No. Weird. Okay. Focus. Is this adjustable? No. Exposure? No. Oh, it says auto. Oh my. Huh? So we'll probably want that to infinity. Okay. Pan, tilt, low light compensation. Probably want to turn that off because we don't want it to do anything. Here we go. White balance. So if we can manually adjust the white balance, that would be, oh, there we go. That would be great. See, this is a crappy thing. We got two different colored lights going on here. That's closest to, that's pretty close to reality. Okay. Power line anti-flicker. That's weird. Okay, we'll leave that like that and hit OK. There's our cam. Make it a little bigger, and then we're going to bring this down over there. Okay. Why is the controller thinking that there's inputs going on when there aren't? Why does it say there's a paper jam when there is no paper jam? Okay. Hey, Jacob. How's it going? Hopefully I didn't miss you. Apparently I do not have the sound going out to the right place. Speaking of, let me just do a test. It's not gonna work. Okay, so now we got our desk. That's good. It's still looking, color's looking a little off. Look at my nails. My nails look all like a fleshy nail, fleshy color. Okay, well, okay, so that's that. Oh, and the reason why that's not happening is because we don't have advanced scene switcher on right now. So we could just turn controller off. Okay. I hope you're doing well, Jacob. I'm just getting ready to I'm getting everything ready so I can start prototyping, doing some like sketching out some design stuff on stream on my table here, my tableau. So speaking of that, and oh, this camera is now on crack. It's drunk. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring up our lighting, and then we're gonna point it down. Maybe it'll let us. Our tableau. Point it down at our tableau. Oh no, it will not let us rotate onto the tableau. Can we make this brighter? Let's see. Also the color temperature maybe? Ooh. Is that really as bright as it gets? I guess so. It feels dark. I feel a little dark right now. I feel a little lonely. Okay, so here's the table. Let's just adjust the camera one more time because I'm a psycho. What does configure crossbar mean? I don't know. White balance. I mean, if I bring it even more up, it starts to get really bad. It's the hue. I need to adjust the hue. It won't let me. Okay. Let's bring it down. Probably right there. Hit OK. Hit OK. And then we're going to bring up filters, audio video filters, and we're going to choose effect filter, color correction, and let's go with a hue shift. There we go. That's looking better. It's weird because it's really no different than the white balance. It's just that's looking more right. And the other thing is that monitor that I'm even testing it on is kind of crap. So I kind of have to do this, which is like picture in picture right now. That's closer to reality. This is white, and it's looking a little green. So it's bringing up reds. Yeah. I don't know. That's probably as good as it's gonna get. It still is. It's way off. I mean, I could lower the saturation. Okay, well, we'll keep it like that. And now that we're all set there, now I can start writing here. I'm going to, I guess I'll move the, I can scoot the keyboard back like this. Oh, it goes off stream. That's great. Okay, and then this is my deck for the sound. And then here's my keyboard and mouse. Or my mouse. Okay, so that's not too bad. Now, if we scoot it over, scooch, like that. Now it's got the mic stand. Get out of here, Mike. I'm just trying to... I don't care, Michael. But that's enough of you. Okay. Good. Now, okay, so if I'm sketching, I should probably flip this for you guys. Is that... Okay, so that's going to be a transform thing, right? We're going to say rotate 180. All right. So now, yes, this is what I see in my world. So this makes sense for you guys. Okay. So now we have what I see in my world when I'm writing. You guys will see that. Good. Okay. We're almost there. Let me get my sound worked out on the chat because I missed Jacob. Settings, and we're gonna go and chat, messages, window, main, language. Where, good God, this is a Java UI thing. Notifications. Always enable chat, desktop notes, sound, doorbell. Okay, so that is coming through. It's just a bit low. Okay, now I should be able to hear that. Save. Now I'll get my chats and everything like that. We got our desk. I'm repeating myself. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab. Can I turn off the audio? I don't want the desk cam audio to be anything. So we're gonna mute it, and then we're gonna say hide. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some pencils, some paper, and a cloth to clean the table off with really quick. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to go grab my notebook and everything like that. Now we've got this set up. So let me get this. The room is a mess. But it's coming there. It's coming along. The room is a mess, but it's coming along. There we go. Gosh, this tripod is junk. Leave it to... Who knew buying a cruddy, cheapy streaming kit thing from Walmart would be a piece of crap? Jesus. Okay. There we go. We're set there. This light is starting to like lose its vitality. That is an inside joke that only one person I know would get. So I don't even know I did that. But if he's listening, he's chuckling right now. Okay. Just cleaning off this table really quick. Yeah, I'm using Windex because it's not real wood. Okay. That'll have to do for now. That'll do, pig. Okay, so now I can start to work on some design stuff here. This is nice because I don't want to program. Not right now. Okay. So let's see. All right. So I was talking to some friend. We're talking about that. Upgrade system idea for slots. Okay. I'm going to leave that page open there. But we're going to now, is this even visible? Well, hang on a second. Let me get this out of here. Is this even, let me look at this on stream just to see what you guys are actually seeing. Cause, this might just be like complete trash. So let's see. Oh, no. That's not what we want. We want the dashboard. Show player. All right, there's source. Can you guys even see this? Or is this monitor crap? This webcam is crap. This is a crap webcam. See, if I have the camera be me big, I look like some egoist dumbass. Let's fix the camera up a bit. Let's go to desk cam and let's get rid of the filter. Disable the filter that we have on it. Looks even worse now. It looks even more green. Go back to configure video. We're going to try to clean it up at the source as much as we can. Backlight compensation is either on or off. This appears to be on, even though it's okay. We're going to go this way. It looks too red on my end, but on your guys' end, when it gets encoded, it actually looks better. Let's bring out white piece of paper here. See what that looks like. I mean, that looks like white. All right, so we're balanced. What's happening is the camera behind me, the lamp behind me is making me cast a shadow on this. This webcam is only 720p, so there's that, and so that's making this look like mud. I believe that probably to make it look as good as it actually could, having it broadcast in its actual resolution is probably what we would want to do. Configure video. Hang on a sec. Powerline, camera control. Close that out. And then we're going to go here. Did we get it? It shrunk. Why are we... Oh no, it lost all my settings. How did that happen? Ah! There is brightness. There's exposure. So maybe I should bump up the exposure manually. Oh, Lord. So 5 is the way. Pan? Can we pan this thing? Doesn't appear to be doing anything. What does tilt do? Nothing. Zoom? There is a zoom. Okay, what does this look like on stream? If I bring this over here and we've zoomed, what does that appear to look like? Let's see. Ugh! Mud! It looks like mud. Now we're getting flicker. Good gravy. What if we did 1080? It really isn't 1080 though. Transform. Edit transform. That is weird. Okay, let's get rid of that zoom. Configure video, camera control, zoom. So there will be no zoom. Not on my watch. Still there is a zoom. Why is there a zoom? Is zoom out? Auto? What? Let's set focus on auto. Apply and close that out. Why are we still zoomed in? It's like it's forgotten who it is. Ah, okay. Okay. We figured something out. Okay, so how does this look? It still looks like mud. All right, so here's what we're going to do then. Monitor and camera. We'll switch back over there. If it'll let us. Okay. So we're back on monitor and camera for For some reason, the controller is still showing up. Oh, it's because we don't have advanced scene switcher on. So we're going to turn that off because we need to be able to see this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add video capture device, existing desk cam. There we go. Now we want this to be in the bottom left side. There's actually... Come on. There's a bit more to this. Add video capture device, desk cam. But what we'll do is we'll just bring her down over here. What is our monitor camera? Okay, so there's weird stuff here. See, I'm doing some weird stuff with the transform stuff here. And that is why I can't see the resolution of the camera. Size 640, 360. So let's edit the desk cam, which I can't see. Oh, it's over here. Transform. .640 by 380. I think it was. Close. And let's double check. We'll do. Now this is just, if I wasn't streaming, this is what I would be doing. If I did this offline. 640 by 360. 640 by 360. So desk cam transform 360, not 380. Okay. So now the cams are the same. And now we just need to copy the positional stuff here. So give me a second here. I just got to copy, transform, edit. Positional alignment is center, maximum size only for bounding box bottom right. Bounding box size is the size of the stream. That's critical. Positional alignment is center. Maximum size only. Bottom left. Bounding box size is the size of the stream. Close. So we need to almost got it. Oh, it's the size of the stream minus 50 pixels padding on the sides. That's right. Okay. Camera. Edit transform. Whoa. Oh no. Maximum size only, bottom right. Okay. Transform, edit. There we go. Okay. So now we just need to get our position right. So let me just copy the other cameras. I'm almost done. Camera. Edit, transform, position. Okay, so now that both cameras are floating in their respective positions, and we can get Advanced Scene Switcher back on, and I can get rid of this. And okay, so now I can do a little bit of both, right? I can do a little bit of both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my keyboard down here, and we're going to bring that out over there. And we're going to need to move the keyboard. Okay, so while I'm doing stuff like this, the keyboard will be over here so that I can rest my elbows whilst I write some things down. Okay, so first thing we're going to want to do is I'm going to go to Wiki, ways of representing time. Okay, so I'm going to start looking up some design stuff for the game. I think I need to end here soon, but this will be where I start the stream tomorrow. It'll be, we're going to be working on some design stuff. We're going to work on the UI, but we're going about it from I don't even know. I just know that I believe that a lot of the UI stuff in tactical games could use some thinking, some good thinking. So that's what I'm going to work on, because it doesn't even matter what else we plan to do. The things that I'm wanting to work on in terms of displaying things in the game is likely to be true no matter what we choose to do with the game. Turn orders, the menu selection stuff, all of that stuff, this is going to stay and be true for. Let me just see. Okay, so I've got my notebook here. This is great. I need a way to tell Advanced Scene Switcher that I'm going to be using the notebook. So that's something that I got to figure out. Okay, so give me a second here. I notice. Okay, so we got 50-50 on the margins here, but we're not pushed down at all. So go back to camera on the transform. And is it that? Yeah, it is. So if we were on the left, it was 120 something. Let's check the transform here. 155 put us all the way there. So we need to edit this transform to say we subtract, so that would be 2, or yeah, this. Okay, so that appears to push us over. We want this to say 50 on the margin, and it does, but not on the sides. Why not? It's because we're too wide still. Did we do 25? Is that what it was? We did. It was 25. Kind of. As 25 as we could get. This gets us too far. Sorry. I am persnickety. Okay. So 720 by 1280. Oh, of course it would be that. Of course it would be that. Okay. 720 by 1280. 1280. 720. And okay, so both cameras have the same padding on the sides, and if I ever decide to move them, I should be able to. Ways of representing time. Let's do a search for this on Google as well. Smashing Magazine. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to take care of a chat off stream. You know how it goes. Stack Overflow. Oh, God. Heaven help me. Heaven help me. Yahoo Pattern Library. UI pattern sites. Of course, you're going to sell me something. Designers, man. How old is this question? 14 years ago. Jesus. Okay. We're gonna close that out. Let's see. So now I do need some like streaming music, I feel. This isn't anything. This isn't what I need. What is this search engine? What is this search thing? This is crap. What is this? Here we go. Okay, well, I have an idea for something. I was hoping to be able to look up some examples of this. Let's look up important symbols for time. A moon, mechanical clocks, the sun, candles, sand, infinity, Orion, water, the wheel, Saturn, scythe, Merket, music, pendulum. Let's think about an arrow, time machine, pictures, calendars. Now this might be useful for rewinding. Yin and Yang, Stonehenge. Okay, I'm gonna sketch out something here that I was thinking about. We're talking about the turn orders. How to represent turn orders. So my basic idea was to take and let's try this. I'm still not showing my head. Where is my head? As the the Posies? Was that the band? What was the band? Does anyone know the band? I don't know the band. Pixies. It was the Pixies. All right. So we have okay, so I'm thinking there's a few possibilities. There's a circle shape, like a wheel. The problem with that idea is that it's really a timeline. It's not so much a it's not something that repeats. I mean, eventually you have that happen. That would happen eventually. I mean, one way to do this is we could do it like a timeline, right? So we have our ticks, and if they're spaced out evenly, represented for the player evenly, so we would say, okay, so it would be like we would say ticks So there'd be something like this. And it could just be something you can scroll through. And the ticks would just show the player name. So there'd be like Steve. I guess I could print this because it's going to be GUI. So like Steve. And we could represent it like a flag. So maybe cuts out like this. John. These generic names. Deborah. It could be their it could be their portrait. And you would just scroll across. If we do a timeline, what could be interesting about that is you could show to the player when an event is going to occur on the timeline. So you would know that it would happen before or after a certain player's turn. So it could be, you could do it like a Gantt chart. It could be like a Gantt chart where it could scale. The height on the Gantt chart could scale dynamically if it needs to. But essentially we could say, here's the timeline of everyone's turns. These are ticks, right? So these here are ticks. So we'll say that's a tick. Let me get this zoomed in for you. Camera, wrong camera. Desk cam. Resolution is custom. Configure video. And we're gonna zoom. Here we go. So you can kind of see what I'm doing, I guess. Ah, man, I gotta get a better camera for this idea if we're gonna do this. Also, camera, we need to rotate you. Rotate 1080. Oh, so this creates a weird problem. So let's undo that. We're going to do the rotation in the... Can we do it in the filter? Let's see. Chroma key, render, scaling, and aspect ratio. Render delay. Let's see if we can do it in scaling and aspect ratio. Resolution, none. Scale filter by cubic. We don't care about that. So that can't do that there. This is audio, video filters, noise suppression, video delay. So we don't want to do that. Trash. Redstone. Long time. Long time. Long time, Redstone. How you been doing? Heck yeah. I got to get those Xbox points. This dad ain't going to feed himself. So we don't want to rotate on the transform. We want to oh yeah, the scans are done. Let's see what we got. So we got a new round of scans here. Okay, oh, that's the old one. Here's the new ones. So there's me in my 8th grade graduation. Look like a surfer dude. Was out in the sun a lot, apparently. My hair turned blonde as when I was a babe. And it was the 90s. It was the 90s. So back off, bud. Let's see how this one turned out. That's not so bad. Blurry as hell, but that's because my mom... camera focused on this guy's head. So that's fine. Okay. So that was a graduation of mine. So yeah, Redstone, I'm going to start working on some design stuff. And so did you try my game? No, not yet. Not yet. I actually have to end the stream here in a few minutes. Trish, did you need me to put anything in the oven at all? But anyways, we're getting there. We're doing okay, I won't. Oh, okay, she did. Good. Yeah, so okay, so I think this is a good way to represent certain events in the game, i.e. magic. So we're going to say use something like and why did the camera lose its mind again? Because I told it to zoom in, and it seems to have forgotten. Configure video, zoom and enhance, apply. Okay. All right, there we go. So we're going to go... And this might be better closer down. So I might need another tripod for this little thing. I don't know if we have any tripods. I don't know. But that would probably be best because it could be right here above. But yeah, Gantt format. So if we show... Okay, so let's go with the using Gantt. So if we use Gantt, what we could do is we could have a profile picture. So it could be like a silhouette. Oh my God, is that my equivalent of a human head? That is awful. Okay, so we're going to go, here's an oval, here's some shoulders. That's our Apple-esque profile picture. So this will display on a tick level whose turn is coming. So maybe they're further out. And at first when you see this, you might be like, why is somebody like, why is there this spacing here? But then as you play, it would become apparent that, oh, this turns are based on ticks, and And so those things can be spread out differently based on the player's speed. It's my best project yet. Nice. Is this the car thing you were talking about? And then below, and this is what concerns me about showing it below, is the implication that it is a specific character. But if we have, like you say, a charge magic attack, what we could do, we could represent it in a Gantt where we show the ability. So like there could be like a lightning bolt for like a specific attack. And then like a hammer, or let's say a bow and arrow. So there would be maybe the same thing. Maybe that symbol and the players who's the player who's doing that, their icon next to it. So is this blown out? This is hard to see. It looks like it might be. Brightness. Exposures. Auto, that's too low. 5. 4. Five is good. Okay. Yes, build any car, bike / you want, and soon puzzles. Ooh, I like it. Okay. So that's looking better. How to represent the turn orders using Gantt. So we have some sort of tick representation. Maybe we just have consistent dots between, or some sort of pattern. So we'll say show timeline. With character portraits. Sure. Portraits. Spaced. Based on combat ticks. Nice. So did you figure out everything on your own pretty much? That's awesome, dude. It feels good, huh? That's the best kind of learning. Oh, is it not exported? Doesn't look like I can run it. It's saying something about the package file. Oh, it's because your file, your game name and the PCK file have to be the same. So let me change that, and that should fix it. There we go. And it's hanging for me. There we go. How to play so far. Warning, no saving at any time. WASD to move the placer. Right mouse to delete. Middle mouse to rotate the camera. R to move the car. Space to go. Middle mouse to rotate? I wonder if my middle mouse doesn't act like a middle mouse. Maybe it's like a weird... I don't know. My middle mouse, it's not happening with my middle mouse. Maybe? I don't know. I wonder if there's multiple equivalents to a middle mouse input. Are you testing for the actual middle mouse button? Or are you using the UI input value in Godot? I seem to recall somebody telling me about that on laptop configurations too. Obviously, there's no middle mouse on a laptop, right? So you might want to make the camera rotation right click. Like press and hold left or right click to rotate the camera. I don't know why my middle mouse isn't doing it though. So unfortunately I can't play it. But I mean, it's good that you got to see me struggle with that, so you can kind of look around, see what's going on. That's deleting. How do you move the camera around? Ah! Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what I'm doing right or wrong. Hmm. Well, input event is only one event at a time. So you shouldn't be able to see if an action is pressed for mid and if it's a mouse motion, because those will be two separate input events. But I guess it depends on how you're doing that. It looks like you're collecting input and event. Yeah, no, it might be my mouse. Sorry, man. I'll try it on a different computer when I'm not streaming. It could be. It could be. But it's likely some sort of weird mouse thing. It's making games, man. Okay. All right, so we're going to show the timeline with character portraits. Portrait space based on combat ticks. Below each portrait. Below, so that'll be the combat timeline. This will be the turn below. So we'll call this the turn order. Timeline. This is nice. I like this already, this idea. I like this idea. Can I just share my game to you later? Yeah, I mean, you can also, if you have OBS, you could just record your screen and then upload that to YouTube or something too, if you want to show something. If you have a YouTube channel. Then, if you have a YouTube channel and you got itch, right? Now you can start to you can embed some videos that you've made on your YouTube into your itch channel, into your itch page for the game, and show gameplay on the itch page for the game. So those are two things. Yeah. Well, if you could add something so that you can pick whether, instead of middle click, if it was right click. Because again, if somebody's on keyboard, they're not going to have a middle mouse button. So whatever you map to the middle mouse, you just need to make sure that you have some option if they don't have a middle mouse. You could map it to you hold shift and then you left click or something. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. So we show a timeline with the character portraits. The portraits are space based on combat ticks. Below, and we'll call that the character timeline. And we should use our verb that we're using for actor. Actor portraits. Portraits spaced based on combat ticks. Below, actor. Below actor portraits, other timelines. Show each new each charge what do they call them in tactics? They refer to them as, let's go back to Explorer. Combat. There's the speed and charge. So each charge and speed timeline. This already is a huge idea. Something like this, I feel like, is really good. All right, let me download it again and get virus number 6. I don't see the download button anymore. I like the look though so far. It has a real like Tron kind of thing. It might be caching. I don't see it yet. There it is. All right, so after I try this, if it works, cool. Otherwise, I do have to bail. There we go. Okay. How do I delete? Oh, right click. How do I change the direction of the wedge? There we go. I'm making it like, what's his name from Twisted Metal. Oh, no steering. Block. Whoop. How do I, okay, I hit space. This is what I see when I hit space. I can't move the camera around. Camera's in a block. How do I fix that? Oh, was that little thing? So how do I move the camera? Here we go. Whoa! Oh, okay. See, that's cool. So I'm too narrow. Gotta be careful. Dude, this is pretty cool. Well, yeah, they're bad, but also not really. I mean, I don't physically. I don't. If I flip like that, I don't feel like I should stop moving. I understand that I'd have to change the direction of my wheels. I'm gonna try and. Oh yeah. Rail slide. Let me try and. Whoa. I would also suggest. Whoa, whoa. Oh, is this one faster? What if I have both? I don't know why. It seems like the wheels aren't on the right spot. Whoa. Airborne. And turn around. Ah, I just keep flipping it because of the... Yeah, I mean, it needs a ton of work, but I love the idea, dude. It kind of reminds me of like Lego, playing with Legos, but specifically for cars. It's like Minecraft, but cars, you know? I think this is a cool idea. You could have like a creative mode, just like in Minecraft, and then you could have like an actual like racing mode where you have to earn points and stuff like that, and you have limitations on what you can do to your builds and stuff. You know? All right, here we go. We're gonna go off this ramp. Whoa! I like it, dude. I'm impressed. I think it's great, man. I mean, it's, you know, given your skills and all that stuff, this is really cool. You know, where you're starting from as your abilities and all that stuff, and just busting this out, and you're doing it in 3D and everything. It's awesome. But I gotta go. I'm gonna take off. Yeah, just keep me updated on this. It's really cool. I think it's great. Also, you might want to have where you can do English when you're in the air. But anyways, it doesn't really matter. You have a good night. I gotta go. I'll keep doing design stuff later on. See you guys.